Let's start by looking at fielding metrics by trying to better understand the traditional fielding metrics. And the traditional fielding metrics are the ones that have been around since the beginning of baseball. And as we know from Module 1, Henry Chadwick was crucial in starting to record data associated with the game. So old-timey fielding measures would include games played, putouts, assists, errors, double plays, and fielding percentage. Let's quickly define these things, and then we'll show you some data from the BU SQL Sandbox. Games played is what you imagine, the number of games played by any defensive player. Putouts are given to the defensive player who records an out. And there's various ways to record an out. You can tag a runner or tag the batter runner when they are not safe and touching a base. A defender can record a force out. And this is catching a batted ball or a thrown ball and tagging the base that the batter or runner is forced to run to. This is called the force out. You can also catch the ball on the fly, a fly out. The fourth main way is via strikeout. Catchers get putouts when a pitcher throws a strikeout. So a quick summary. There are four main ways to get putouts. By a tag, a force out, or a fly out. These are given to defenders on the field. And finally, there's the strikeout denoted by K, and those are mainly given to the catcher position after a normal strikeout thrown by the pitcher. So these are the four main putouts given. There's some other obscure ones. So an assist always occurs before a putout. An assist is awarded to a defensive player who fields or touches the ball before a putout is recorded. So again, the assist occurs before the putout. Let's use the BU SQL Sandbox to look at the fielding table of the layman database and look at some actual numbers. So here we are back in the BU SQL Sandbox. And I have a query here to look at the 1927 New York Yankees. And this is an example of some old-time metrics. Let's look at this result. So here's our result from that query. And we have player ID, year ID. We've sorted by games in descending order. So the person who played the most games for the 27 Yankees was Lou Gehrig, played in 155 games. Babe Ruth played 151. And Earl Combs played 152 games. Now there are different fields in the fielding table of the layman database. But I want to look at just a few. I don't want to look at all of them because a lot of them are null and empty in the old data set from 1927. So let's change the query a bit and look at just a few different fields, few different columns in this database. So let's run this query where I've changed it so that I'm just looking at player ID, position, games, putouts, assists, errors, double plays, and passed balls. Turns out passed balls were recorded in 1927. So here's data in the results table, again sorted by the number of games played. We list putouts and assists, errors, double plays, and passed balls. And only the catchers have data for passed balls. All the rest are null. So for catchers, they recorded passed balls. Otherwise, they list the standard defensive metrics that have been used for over a century. putouts, assists, and errors. And you can see the wide range of putouts and assists depending on position. The group with the most assists are the shortstop, second baseman, and third baseman. The infielders have the most assists of the team. And putouts go to the first baseman and outfielders. You get a lot of putouts by catching flyouts. That's represented here in these data. Catchers also get a lot of putouts by catching strikeouts. So here's an example of using the layman database with this query to gather some old-timey fielding data, some traditional fielding metrics.